What is up, people? Team Family Vlogging. We're back out here with another episode. If you guys have not yet already, go hit the like, comment, subscribe. And I will be putting out a video at least once a week. I know I'm just getting started. I don't have a lot of subscribers yet. I do want to say something though. I added like a whole bunch of people on Snapchat. I'm trying to post on like Facebook. I'm just getting started on Instagram. Honestly, it's kind of rough. I figured out like it's really hard to get out there, and I also wanted to talk about, I've mentioned in my other video, I'm not trying to do just one thing, and I want to talk about that for a minute. I don't want to do one thing. That's the main thing. So anything that I do on the weekends, I'm going to try to take you guys with me. If I go to a car event like Streetcar Takeover, I'm going to take you guys with me. If I go fishing, hunting, Halloween, whatever it is, I plan on taking you guys with me. I don't want to just do one thing. And I think that's the biggest problem I'm having right now, because if you watch YouTube videos on how to start, the algorithm will try to pick and choose where your videos will go. And I think I'm having a rough time with that, because I'm not just doing one thing. So, I don't plan on changing that. I'm going to just keep sending it the way it is. I just wanted to let you guys know about that. If you do subscribe, don't expect that you're just going to see car content, because you're wrong. You're not going to just see car content. You're going to probably see me, out here doing whatever. Like today, I'm out here with my buddy, and we're getting ready to cut down some trees. And I honestly, I wanted to help him out too with this channel. I didn't want to just help myself with it. I wanted to try to help him advertise his business a little bit, get out there. We're just trying to be entrepreneurs, you know what I mean? He's got his little business. I'm trying to do my little business. I help him out a lot. He helps me out a lot. So today, we're out here in the woods, and I'm going to let him explain his business. And then we're going to go cut down some trees and show you guys what we're about.
So, this little side business started, I don't know, probably 10 years ago doing firewood, and it just kind of taken off since then. But here recently been expanding into some more hauling type scenarios, and trying to get into the whole yard cleanup game, which nothing's easy to get into, but once you have the customer base, you're good. So out here, there's three main tree lines. There's one that's kind of over behind the camera. There's this one that's behind me. And then over on the far edge, there's some pretty good size stuff that's all coming down. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna get into that today or not, because all I have with me is 24-inch bars. That might have to be wait till I get my big bar on my big saw and bring it out with me. But yeah, like Anthony was saying, trying to expand what I do, but still keep it halfway manageable. So
anyway, he's trying to grow his business, and I figured I'm trying to start a YouTube channel, so I figured I could help him out. You know, if I make some YouTube videos, he'll get out there a little more. You know, I'll get out there a little more. You know, I'm just getting started too, so, you know. And winter's coming, so it's going to get rough. But the cool part about that is in the firewood business, everybody's buying firewood around this time of year too. So that's going to help him out a lot. All right, folks, so it sounds like he's going to cut down a couple of these trees over here first and then work his way over. To the sounds of it, we got kind of free range out here. We can cut down whatever tree we want. Customer just said, have at it. So I'll go ahead and I'll show you guys a couple of the trees that we're going to cut. And then I'll put you guys on a tripod and we'll get at it. And it sounds like we're going to cut down this big guy here.
Out one and this one first, and then hop over there and work back around.
Yeah, we got a couple of them out here. So I'll go ahead and I'll get you guys put on a tripod. I don't know if I'll do like a time lapse or not yet. I'll probably just set you guys up and send it. All right, you guys stay tuned. Well, that's one tree on the ground. Well, I guess we had ourselves a little mishap. Little boo-boo. We got ourselves a chainsaw stuck underneath the tree. That ain't no good. He's gonna try to cut a piece so we can get it out. Alright, I'm gonna have to help real quick. Hold on. Well, we had a party foul.
That, kids,
Chain broke.
is why you gotta be careful.
Here, show them that.
Sauce the sprocket.
Yep. We gotta go put the chain back on. And so my buddy's gonna show you how to put a chain back on a chainsaw. What a day. Did it with your purse.
I don't need to. He's really hurt. Lord.
Oh boy. It's not coming off.
I want to know who put them fuckers on there.
Probably Jaden. He probably hit it with his purse.
Those damn things are tight. I put them on stiff, but not kill yourself tight.
Alright, we'll get back with you when the chain's back on. Alright, y'all, we got the chain back on. Alright folks, so I think I'm gonna just go ahead and get back with you guys when we're done with this one. The next one I'll probably just hit a time lapse, to be honest with you, so we'll see what goes on. Alright folks, so I lied, I'm not gonna do a time lapse. My buddy's actually gonna explain what he knows about cutting down a tree and show you how he does it.
So on the front side, your notch, it's supposed to be 1/3 the diameter of the tree. However, depending on what I'm doing or how I'm cutting it or where I want it to go, I'll fudge those numbers a little bit. Or like the big ones that are right across from us, like those, I'll cut a notch a little deeper than on something this size. I'll go ahead and put a notch in there and then bring you guys back over and I'll show you what I'm talking about.
So he's gonna demonstrate that real quick. That's what it should look like.
So that is not 1/3 of the tree. However, that also being said, Jesus, sawdust in my eye. You look at the top and notice which way it's going. It's going the way that I put the notch in. So I'm not too concerned about it. Even though the wind's blowing, the wind isn't gonna affect it much. Now if your wedge is off one way or another, when it hits, the whole tree will go one way or another. But you can steer it with your back cut, take more off of one side or take less off of one side, because the side that you leave the most wedge wood in is the way that that tree will go, even if your wedge isn't exactly 100% even.
And let them know why your chainsaw is binding up.
So when I sharpen this chain, I sharpened it a little different than I normally would, so it's a little bit more bitey. So it's trying to grab too much wood for the size power head that I have. Now if I swap it to a bigger power head, I wouldn't have any issues, but because this is a smaller saw, it just doesn't have enough power to pull that chain all the way.
I also got to mention for him, this dude's like a chainsaw freak. He's got like 20 of them.
Oh,
And
no,
they're all
I got
heavily
one.
modified. I mean, honestly,
This one's
this one's stock. So this guy likes to modify chainsaws. We'll do a little video on that sometime, a little show and tell of his collection. He's been collecting for, I don't know, how long have you been collecting?
It really started in the last 5 years, but I bought my first saw when I was 12. That was
Long time ago.
yeah.
That was a long time ago.
Because, let's see, 12, I'd have been 22.
Yeah.
Add another 4 years of that, 16 years ago.
Oh, wow.
I've been running saw since I was 8, so almost 20 years on the end of the saw.
Yeah, I'm 24, so.
Yeah, you're just starting out.
Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and cut this tree down. I'll go ahead and show that to you, and then I'll time lapse the rest.
Huh?
Kaboom! We got a tree on the ground. Now we gotta go cut that one up. Alright folks, so I suppose that's the end of the video. I was just told that we're gonna be done for the day. We got a couple trees cut down. We did that little demonstration video. Honestly, I want to talk about my buddy's business more though. He is trying to do more than just tree service. He's trying to get into the limestone business. It sounds like he might be trying to get into some yard work. I'm not really sure where he's trying to go yet. He could probably better explain that here in a minute, but either way, I think he also needs some help with a company name. So if you want to, yeah, leave a comment. We thought of a couple different ones, but I'll let him explain that here in a minute too. And yeah, we'll be back out here shortly. We didn't bring a dump trailer with us or nothing today, so we can't clean up, but that's fine. We're out here in the middle of nowhere, so it's not gonna be bothersome to nobody. But yeah, I'll let him talk for a minute.
Yeah, so I'm getting into hauling limestone. I can get a hold of a few other products, mulch and black dirt and that type of thing. And firewood's the main winter supply, but yeah, I'm sure Anthony will leave you contact info to get a hold of me somehow. So
What is the best way to get a hold of you?
the best way is either messenger me on Facebook or it's probably the best way to get a hold of me.
Yeah, I'll just leave his Facebook contact. How about that?
Yeah, that'll work out good.
If you look on Facebook Marketplace, you'll find him. I'll just leave a link down below. You can click on it. If you're around Indiana and you're looking for firewood, he's your man. So that's probably about it, to be honest with you. Part 2 on the generator should be shortly. I'm working with him on that right now. We're gonna probably drop a Halloween video. And I had a couple of people, they wanted me to do a video on my 2008 Acura RDX. I'm not really sure when I'll do that. I can show it real quick. I'll show it to you guys. That's my 2008 Acura RDX. Honestly, kind of consider it as my beater car. I just drive it to work. That's really about it. I thought about doing something crazy. Not really sure yet. But hey, you guys stay tuned. Hit the like, comment, subscribe. All of the above. You guys have a good night. And I'll see you in the next video.